Hello everyone, I am Joe Nazarino, and here I'm going to discuss with you all the case study about Zara supply chain and the market expansion strategy. So here's our introduction. So Zara, it is one of the largest fashion retailers in the world. It's also very well known for its lean and agile supply chain, meaning that like with having like it's like not only very flexible with its supplies, but it also produces the fashion clothing very quickly, and it can also deliver new collections depending on which market trends goes on in the daily trend. It controls 90% of its stores in 88 countries, which is basically in like all four continents. And the challenges that company faces, despite it being a global brand, would be as fierce competition. There's a ton of fashion brands around the world that compete against it for the top markets such as Uniqlo, H&M. It also has very limited advertising. The thing about Zara is that it has a zero advertising policy, which limits its ideas to advertise to any other any other methods besides social media and word of mouth. And it also has very few international production hubs, which kind of hinders its production to produce supplies outside Spain. Now, here's the background of the case. Zara was originally founded in 1975 by Amancio Ortega under Inditex. As you can see, that's him. He's the owner of the Zara. It has a centralized production that mostly takes place in Spain and Europe, considering that's its domestic area where all of its resources are produced. The distribution to Asia in the US is very costly. Unlike its domestic area, trying to like expand its business to other regions like Asia and the US, it's bound to be costly. And of course, it relies on social media and the word of mouth. And instead of like the TV ads and flyers, which a lot of other companies use. And it also needs strategies to lower costs and also to improve the global reach. Now here is the SWOT analysis. So for the strengths, Zara has a very fast, efficient production, and it has a very unique supply chain that can help produce any clothing very quickly and sell them to its customers on time. It has a global presence around the world, and it's very fast towards how the market trend changes. So whenever they see a change in the market trend, they immediately respond to that. The weaknesses, of course, it's limited advertising. It mainly relies on social media word by mouth. They never try to like expand further beyond that due to its zero advertising policy. Its centralized system can be risky. The thing about Zara having a centralized system is that it has like all the control of its resources, but that could also be risky since there would be some interference there inside the business that could potentially mess up the whole system. So for the opportunities Zara has, of course, as the global market expansion, it's already one of the biggest fashion brands in the world. So and it already has expansion towards other countries, especially in the U.S. So that's um that's one of its best opportunities to expand its business. It also has many online store growths. They have many of those around the world, and they can expand on that even further, especially to areas that don't have any online store access yet. Now the threats, of course, there's the fierce competition, and then like going for the expansion and the localization. It's very expensive outside their domestic area in Spain. Now, so here are for the alternative courses of action. Zara can either expand their distribution network globally, which um which also includes the U.S. and Asia. It can also increase advertising that is beyond just social media and word by mouth, or and they can lower the operational costs for new international hubs, considering they're very expensive to expand, especially in China. Each of these aim to sustain Zara's global competitiveness overall. Now, the chosen course of action, if it's going to be the expanded distribution network, because the thing about expanding the distribution network is that Zara has one of the largest distribution networks in the world. That can take its supplies to literally anywhere, and they already started doing that by building 52 U.S. stores, being the foundation of the Western expansion. They also have to, which can also help them maintain efficiency, if the efficiency supply chain for the global reach. Now, once all of that phase is complete for the West expansion, that's when they'll go to the Asian markets. Now, here's some recommendations. So Zara, they definitely should form international collaborations with designers and influencers. They there was a famous person named Kate Middleton, who is married to Prince Williams. She wore one of their dresses which is one of Zara's products, but like it's not advertised well. And the thing about having international collaborations with other of those designers is that it could help attract younger people to their business and other products. They also have to adjust the pricing for any affordability in the global market, because unlike most companies that you that unlike most companies that tend to lower their prices for their products, Zara always maintains how ex, the expensiveness of their fashion products, but they're high quality. They also have to expand advertising beyond social media, and then like all of that growth will have to depend on the balancing its efficiency with the global sustainability. That's all.